Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect. And I'm going to title this lesson, "The Group Color Me Bad Proves That All Israel is Not Black." Okay, and this is basically stemming off of this almost like the little mini series that Apostle Gabar was doing. Proving to the Edomite vocab Malone, all right, that we're not black Hebrew Israelites, man. We're just Israelites, okay. And I was listening to this song, man, but I never actually watched the video. I always just heard it on the radio, or maybe somebody playing it in their car or something like that. So lo and behold, I go and Shazam the song, and I'm like, man, I didn't know these guys were so-called white boys, man. So yeah, man, these are Israelites. Us in the understanding, us in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai know that. And that's I wanna just touch bases on that, because you have a lot of people who will look at us and just automatically assume that we are black Hebrew Israelites, man. Neglecting the fact that we push that the tribes are so-called African American, Hispanic, and Native American descent, man. But people just go off of what the masses say. Like GMS, they call us rapists, man, which we have never raped no one, man. Okay, but they just go off what the masses say, man. But contrary to popular belief, you Akim out there that's looking for the truth, you have to judge it right, man. You have to judge it right, because this world will have you thinking carnally, man. When through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he set up judges, man. And one thing a judge does, which I'm gonna just grab this. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 23. It says, These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. Okay? So if you claim to be, a wise man, you claim to, be a teacher, you claim to have an opinion, all right? You're not going to have respect of persons in judgment, man. You're not just going to look on the outward appearance, man. Like when Samuel, all right, when the Most High told Samuel to look for King David and set him a judge over Israel, all right, Samuel, he was looking at, King David's older brothers, man, saying that they were fit to rule. But Yahweh told Samuel, the Most High looketh not on the outward appearance, but on the inward, And the scriptures even, it's like it. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, man, the Most High looketh not on the outward, man, but on the inward, man. All right, but on the inward, man. All right, because guess what? You have a lot of, so-called black people who are actually white people. Why? Because going off the lineage, which we know goes back to your father, all right, the lineage or the seed, which goes back to your father, all right, a lot of in slavery, guess what? The so-called white men, which are the biblical Edomites, were raping the so-called black slaves, man. So you had light-skinned babies, or the skin color, the skin complexion of that baby might have favored the slave, the dark-skinned slave mother. But guess what? According to the Bible, his seed or his lineage dates, can be traced back to an Edomite, a so-called white man. Okay? This is 2 Chronicles chapter 19, verse 5. And it says, And he set judges in the land throughout all the fenced cities of Judah, city by city, and said to the judges, Take heed what ye do, for ye judge not for men, but for Yahweh, who is with you in judgment. So you're not judging according to how man may judge, but you're judging according to Yahweh, which I just quoted that scripture in first it was in the book of Samuel, nonetheless, to where Yahweh you know what? Slocky, I want to get that scripture, man, because that's a heavy scripture right there, man. The Lord looketh on the inward Bible. First Samuel's, okay. Let me get that real quick, and I'm gonna come back to this. First Samuel's 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, you know what? And he said, First Samuel 16:6, and it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, surely Yahweh's anointed is before him. All right, one of King David's older brethren, man. All right, but it says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, which is another word for countenance is on his face, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. Okay, so Yahweh looketh on the heart. So based upon us as judges, whom we proclaim that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai set us up, we supposed to look on the inward appearance or on the heart. All right, which the word heart goes into the Hebrew word lab, meaning mind. It says, wherefore now let the fear of Yahweh, all right, because Lord in all caps is Yahweh, which means he is, be upon you. All right, and his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, real name is Yahweh Shai, which means he is the deliverer. It says, let the fear of Yahweh be upon you, take heed and do it, for there is no iniquity with Yahweh our power, nor respect of persons, nor taking of gifts. Okay, so with that, I wanted to go to this video right here, which I gotta flip it. So I'm gonna go to this video right here where like I said, Color Me Badd. A lot of brothers know this song is called I Wanna Sex You Up. Now, when you get into it, all right, you go into the comment section. One of the very first comments, am I the only person who actually thought that this band was black? LOLs. All right, and mind you, I thought the same thing, man. I thought they were like, so-called Negroes, man. All right, but when I looked at it, I'm like, okay, which they are through the spirit, they're Israelites. I can't say that this, from the tribe of Judah, all right, which are known today as Negroes, but I can say for a fact that these are Israelites, man. All right, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because like I said, if you're gonna judge, you gotta judge through the spirit, man. All right, so it's another one. Under that it says, bruh, I thought the same thing. All right, and then you got, of course you're gonna have a few simple comments, because certain people are not spiritual. All right, but it says, hell no, you weren't. I did too. All right, because it's in this world, like I said, it's only known that blacks are good at playing basketball. Blacks are good at singing and dancing. All right, but it's not understood that why they're good at it, because they're Hebrew Israelites, man. The spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is within them, man. Okay, the Lord is with them, man. All right, another one. It says, I didn't know white boys were capable of this kind of soul. I was momentarily shocked. Which is a name for that. The brother Kalab, he was putting me onto that slurm. The term is called blue-eyed soul. So even though you have which that's a spiritual term, man. You know, because we know Edomites, there's no life in them, man. They're beasts. You know? So a blue-eyed soul, all right? I believe that's the name of it. Salakia, if I'm mistaken. All right? Which blue-eyed soul is an Israelite, man. All right? Another one, you're not alone. This is a pretty spiritual comment. Soul has no color. You either got it or you don't. You know? And the apostles always get into that, man. You either got it or you don't, man. You know? And it's Most High said, what? We are peculiar people. So we are special people. Our spirit is special. You know? Everybody else, you got, you know, like for example, you might have a neighborhood and all the homes are the same, except there's one house. It was built specifically, you know what I'm saying, for the richest person in that community. That's, you know, that's Israel, man. You know, everybody else may be the same, but Israel you know, stands up, man. You know, which Israel is scattered throughout all the four corners of the earth. All right. Israel scattered throughout all the four corners of the earth. All right. So you may have a East Indian, which biblical nationality is an Elamite, but he can dance. You know what I'm saying? He might be a great engineer. He can dance. You know what I'm saying? He might can sing. He might can cook his ass off. He might can draw well. You know, he has peculiar characteristics that make him stand out into the rest of that community. Let's see. So I'm gonna go back now. There was another one I stood out to me. You know, like I said, some of them were, you know, base. This guy, which I believe is probably damn Edomite. You know. But hey, I got pregnant listening to this. Oh no, that's some other BS. Salakia. I thought that was a dude. I mean a woman. Let me see. Is it funny that I thought that they were all black? It's hilarious because I thought that too. I was thinking the same. This is from Shatika Williams. At Jack Lauman. I was thinking the same way. But back in the day, until I seen the video, I'm like, wait, what since when white boys sound like brothers? But Tina Marie had soul too, because Tina Marie looked like an Edomite, but she was an Israelite, man. And a lot of Jakes, you know, spiritual, man, because a lot of Jakes flock to these blue-eyed soul singers, man. You know? So I want to do another search because I was just looking into you know, just quick, you know, search on the Bible, on this Bible app I have. All right? And singing was in our you know, it was something that we did in the ancient world. Israel, man. Now, just alone, you know, like I said, a quick search, which, you know, brothers could probably find more. But when you look up the word sung, all right, Isaiah 26:1, in that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. Okay, Matthew 26:30, and when they had sung in Haim, they went out into the Mount of Olives. It's another one. Another one, 1 Ezra 5:61, and they sung with a loud voice songs to the praise of the Lord, because his mercy and his glory is forever in all Israel. 2 Maccabees 1:30, and the priests sung psalms of thanksgiving. You have the book Songs of Solomon. You have the book Psalms, man. All right, you have it's another kind I could think of to when Yahweh Shem Yahushua brought us out of Egypt, and you had Miriam and the woman of Israel singing praises unto the Lord, man. So singing was in our it's in our blood, so to speak, man. It's in our spirit. Okay? And like I said, man, when Jake, no matter how they look, when they sing songs, man, I remember back in the day, well, I was saying back in the day like I was there. I remember, seeing like certain movies like The Temptations or whatever, when I was a heavier segregated time. But, Jake sung so well that, they had Esau and the so-called white men, all right, and so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, coming together just to hear these guys sing, man. That's how peculiar our people are, man. Okay, gotta grab this one. This is a classic. This is Romans chapter 8 verse 16. It said the spirit itself, all right, which, like I said, reiterating, all right, what I was saying, or how the scriptures even say, all right, how the Lord looketh from the inward. All right, so what's the spirit? The spirit is on the inward, man. The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. So when we go on, when you got certain Israelites, no matter how they look, when they go and open their mouth and sing, man, there's something special about this person. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you arcing with
Come inside, take off your